When we leave our house, the possibilities are just unfathomable as to what can happen. We open the door to possibility of things happening that we might not even expect, right? Or encountering energies and frequencies that might be something that we wouldn't expect. We go to jobs, we go around our communities, organizations, churches, schools. We're very involved, and we can't avoid that, and we wouldn't want to. That's what our life is. That's what our life is about. It's about being a part of something. It's about being connected to others. But with that connection comes certain risks, and I think we all know that. We've certainly been made painfully aware that there are, certain threats out in the general public. And I think that has caused us to rise up into this place of fear. And a lot of people are, still having trouble leaving the house and still experiencing a lot of fear based on this recent pandemic. And the people that have come to popularity with regard to healing and spirituality and understanding are these gurus and spiritual leaders that I don't believe live in the kind of environments that we do. They have some really wonderful quotes, and their advice sometimes is quite valuable. But if we're being just plainly honest, we're looking at other people here who don't live in the kind of environments and experience life on the level that we do. And we're looking to people that fulfill certain ideologies in order to look to them for answers. But again, it's an ideology that's being supported here. And not just that, the ideology itself is dangerous and it's kind of overlooked. I don't think people recognize the danger of the ideologies that are being put forth by these modern spiritual leaders. And by that, I mean, they set an unattainable goal for you. There's always going to be a need to keep going back and keep going back. And they never really offer you healing. They offer you ideas and concepts that are not implementable in reality. They have you striving for acceptance, and they have people striving for these utopian ideals. They're just concepts and ideas and theories that are just being parroted around, but they really don't have a lot of basis for understanding what we're really facing as a society, what we're really dealing with, energetically speaking. It's completely unrealistic to think that we are going to be able to maintain a sense of being positive and clear and cool all the time. And anybody that tells you that that's the way they are or that's the way it should be is a liar, because that is not what this journey is about. This journey isn't about everything being rainbows and unicorns and everything being happy and positive all the time. Because in this world, there is a balance. There is good and there is bad. And there has to be both. Because without one, we would not be able to appreciate the other. It's as simple as that. You've got to understand that there is a balance in this world. And the key to well-being and health and happiness doesn't lie in trying to find just the positive in this world and to super focus on that and to accept things that do not resonate or to accept things that are not good for you or not good for your people. This too is another ideology all in itself. This encompasses so many different ideologies that literally hold you back. And the danger in it is becoming ambivalent, starting to think that one of these ideas, ideals, concepts, or theories is the one true answer, and devoting yourself to that and focusing your energy there and trying to ignore the bad things in the world and trying to accept things that they've said you should accept. It's all very dangerous, and it's all keeping us further away from what it is I think most people who look to those types are trying to attain. It's not just the ideologies that they're putting up and ideas that are unattainable. It's the narratives that they are also starting to spew. And I keep my thumb on everything, guys. A lot of these types of spiritual healers, gurus, are embedded in climate interests. And they also have political interests and interests in the way that we move forward as a society. And those interests are definitely in line with the globalist agenda. There are some big names up there that have really started to spout and parrot off political ideas and political ideologies. A good spiritual leader should encourage you to explore the truth, to explore the possibilities, and to have understanding, to do what is right for you and your people, and not to just follow along with some ideologies because that's what's popular and trending. I'm disappointed too, because a few people I really liked have come out in that way, and it's just like, wow, I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not going to accept ideologies. I'm just not. If something sounds good and I resonate with that, then fine. But if I don't, you better bet that I'm not going to be mingling my energy with it. I'm not going to be allowing it into my energy through listening to it or watching it or allowing it to absorb into my being in any way. And I think once a leader starts to tell people how to think and behave, you start to get into the realm of something very dangerous, like Jim Jones. It's dangerous when people just follow. It's dangerous when one person, because we're all just humans, don't forget that. And it's very dangerous when one human being rises up in popularity and starts to become an influence over the way that people think, behave, and act. And it's just another, I just feel like they've got a net out there to just trap us on every possible level, energetically, mentally, and I mean that with regard to ideologies. I mean, no matter where you turn, there is another one and another one and another one. If it's not, with an organization or association that you're affiliated with, it's of other organizations and people and concepts and ideas that are out there that literally divert you from your path, take you on a little jaunt off to the side that gets you lost and all off on another totally different tangent. It keeps you distracted from where you really should be. And you should be in the way of finding what is right for you, understanding. I've watched several different people's paths emerge, and it does not emerge the same for everyone. And some people's interest may never go into the realms of things that I was into or things that were important along my path. They may experience something totally different, and their understanding of it may be very different than mine as well, and that's okay. Because it's a very personal thing. It's about what you believe, what you think, what resonates with you. One of the reasons why our society is so divided right now is simply because there are so many people that subscribe to ideologies. And it goes both ways. It's not just one, but, there is a group of people that really subscribe to certain ideologies and expect others to subscribe to those same ideologies. And that's where we have breakdowns. And that's where our division lies. And that's where the power lies for those who want to have power over our people, which is not a joke. It's for real, y'all. It sounds like, oh, that's conspiracy. No, that's real. It's real. And all you have to do is research it. And the last thing we need is spiritual leaders out there. It's like they're the safety net for the governments. It's like, oh, well, if the government didn't trip you up, then spirituality or religion or whatever will. We'll keep you distracted. We'll keep you from seeing the truth. We'll keep you from seeing and having the understanding that you might seek. And then some others just might not seek at all, and they're probably happy to not have to think about it. These things are tied together, and these things are impacting us as a collective. And it's about these ideologies and trusting in these people who have risen in popularity, who have gained our trust. For what reason, I'm not sure. I simply think that we shouldn't blindly trust in other people based on their status. And again, you need to be very aware of where you're drawing your energy from. It's important because, like I said, when you're not paying attention and your brain goes into alpha and you're just sitting there, letting it flow, all these things are sinking into your subconscious mind. They're working their way into your mind subconsciously. So you've really got to be careful about what you allow yourself to consume and who you allow yourself to listen to, because a lot of these people are just bozos. And maybe I'm a bozo too, but at least I'm a bozo that lives in the society that you live in. I've had real life experiences, and I have traveled a very long spiritual journey to get here. I'd like you to be able to say the same thing, that I don't need to listen to them because I've already traveled to this place and I know where I sit and I know where I stand, and I have an understanding about the essence of myself and how I fit into this world and how the world works to some degree. There are some mysteries that may continue to evade us, but it sure is fun to allow ourselves to explore those possibilities. And that makes it possible for you to maybe discover something that no one has ever discovered before, or to realize something, or to have an understanding that is unique and different, but makes sense to you. That's what I would like for you. That's what I would like for everyone. So I hope this video helps you guys in some way, and I appreciate you all. I hope you'll show support for the channel by hitting the red subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. And if you'd like to receive alerts on when I release new videos, hit that bell notification next to the subscribe button. I wish you all the very best. Take care.